Okay, just give me a minute. Yeah. Come on. Oh, Laurel Hubbard isn't.
Oh, love it.
We are the ones who will make you think again. Oh, who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hubbard?
Showing the vintage. I should join in. I feel I should join in somewhere. So a little gap for me to squeeze in. Yeah. Well, I'm going to take Oh, okay.
What do you think about men and women sports, Julia?
It's absolutely marvellous. I think this sort of bunch of bigots. I hope the reason.
Can I get... something.
The IOC is not fit for purpose.
I don't know whatever.
Neither are the Olympic Games out of women's sport.
Can you? I've sent you a link to this live stream. Can you put it on Twitter?
No extra balls.
Right, that's enough. Somebody bitch. I don't know why they're bitching.
Bring her here. Lead up an hour. Bring her here. Lead up an hour. Bring her here. Lead up an hour. Bring her here. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Women's sports, no extra balls. Women's sports, no extra balls. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Keep men out of women's sports. 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 Save women's sports. Save women's sports. Save women's sports. Save women's sports. Women's sports, no extra balls. Women's sports, no extra balls. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. The IOC is not fit for purpose. The IOC is not fit for purpose. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Women will not submit. Women will not submit. Women will not submit. We are the ones who will stop your little games. We are the ones who will make you think again. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hubbard? If you think we're on the run. Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hubbard? If you think we're on the run. We are the ones who will stop your little game. We are the ones who will make you think again. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hubbard? If you think you're on the run. United Kingdom, if you're a female and you get arrested, a man can intimately search you as long as he calls himself a woman.
And the police misgender criminals deliberately.
We have rapists in women's prisons. Stop rapists in women's prisons.
No men in women's prisons.
No men in women's prisons. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Women's sports, no extra balls.
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 Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's prisons.
Keep men out of women's prisons.
Keep men out of women's spaces.
Keep men out of women's spaces.
Keep boys out of girls' changing rooms.
Keep boys out of girls' changing rooms.
Women's sports, no extra balls.
Women's sports, no extra balls.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
This year in Tokyo 2021, we will have men competing as women. These men are cheats. Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
In Tokyo 2021, we will have men competing as women in women's sports. We think this is unfair. We think it should be stopped. New Zealand is fully supporting Laurel Hubbard to take the place of a common woman.
New Zealand, shame on you! 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 Shame on you!
Hello? Hello? Hello, good afternoon everyone. I've been working very hard on a little poem for today. It's quite sophisticated. She's trying to silence me already. Transphobic figure that she is. This will split us along a generational divide. Young Mr. Hubbard, he went to the cupboard to mess about with his testosterone. But when he got there, he found that despite all his messing about with his lotions and potions and surgical implements, he was still a man, he was still a cheat, and he has no place in women's sport. I just need to get a rhyme for testosterone. Thank you.
Anybody else want this? Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. We're not expecting for that today. We know that Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is the chief.
Just saying there's music people coming down as well to demonstrate.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the pavement, please.
2,000.
Guys, just stay on the pavement, please.
They're
You'll be
blasting out
fine.
music.
If you spread the word about the other protest that's coming this way, please.
Okay, there's another protest.
There's a protest.
Okay.
Right, you've got about 2,000 people and a number of sound systems coming this way.
Okay.
You're on Regent
Is this about this or is this a different protest?
different protest.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But obviously, we don't know about yours. Yours is an unauthorised protest.
Do you know which protest it is?
Yes.
What protest is it?
Save our music scene.
Okay. Okay, brilliant. Yeah. Excuse me.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a chief.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a chief.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Shame on New Zealand.
Shame on New Zealand.
Shame on the IOC.
Shame on the IOC.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
There's another. Apparently, there's a protest going to come by, and it's going to be for music. Yeah, like to save music. Okay. So it could be interesting.
Singing IOC.
Singing IOC. 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 The load of crap.
Okay, and another round of if a person's got a penis, he's a man.
If a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person wants to lose it, cause he might just want to use it. If a person's got a penis, he's a man. If he's got a little willy, he's a man. If a person's got a willy, he's a man. If a person's got a willy, it means you're very silly. If a person's got that willy, he's a man. He can amputate his bits, he's still a man. If he has a pair of tits, he's a man. If the chromosomes are Y, he will always be a guy. If a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a penis, he's a man.
So it's going to come
If a person has a music, sorry? If a person has a penis, he's a man.
Well, it will be. It's like a music, you know, to protest on lockdown effects. Could be.
Especially if there's government stuff going
If a person has a penis, he's a man.
If a person has a willy, that leaves him very silly. If a person has a willy, he's a man. He can amputate his bits, he's still a man. He can grow a pair of tits, he's still a man. If the chromosomes are Y, he will always be a guy. If a person has a willy, he's a man.
Come off his little team. I need to vote.
Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Keep men out of women's sports. 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 Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. In 2021, we will see men competing as women in the Tokyo Olympics, taking the place of women. Shame on New Zealand. Shame on New Zealand. Shame on the Olympics. Shame on the Olympics. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. In 2021 Tokyo Olympics, men will take the place of women in women's sports. These women have trained their entire lives, and these mediocre billionaires come in and take women's spaces. Keep women's sports just for women. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is taking the place of a female in female weightlifting. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Keep them out of women's sports. Keep them out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. No man can ever be a woman.
No man can ever be a woman.
Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Trans women are men.
Trans women are men.
Shall we get this on, man? Come on, let's do this.
Getting lots of notes.
Yeah, okay. Right, this is another little sing-along. Can everyone hear? Maria, you know this one well? Yes. This old man, he played one, went and put some lipstick on with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played two, went and bought some high-heeled shoes with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played three, went and bought some lingerie with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played four, thinks he's gonna change the law with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played five, thinks he's the womanliest woman alive with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played six, went and bought some freely nicks with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played seven, thinks he's in Olympic heaven with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played eight, thinks he's gonna lift some weights with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played 9. Next he'll be on question time with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played 10. Went and assaulted some lesbians with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. All these men are just men. Name them all and don't pretend with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. All these men are clearly male. Lauren Hubbard is clearly male. I believe his name is Gavin. He's clearly male.
If you don't know why we're here, it's because in 2021 Tokyo, a man called Gavin Hubbard, also known as Laurel, is competing as a woman. He's going to be lifting weights against tiny little women. He's a mediocre man. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep Laurel Hubbard out of women's sports. Keep Laurel Hubbard out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's rights. Keep men out of women's rights. Keep men out of women's spaces. Keep men out of women's spaces. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's spaces. Keep men out of women's spaces. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Keep Gavin out of women's sports. Keep Gavin out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's spaces. Keep men out of women's spaces. Keep men out of women's prisons. Keep men out of women's prisons. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's spaces. Keep men out of women's spaces. We know trans women are men. We know trans women are men. Keep men out of women's spaces. Keep men out of women's spaces. We're here protesting today because in 2021 the Tokyo Olympics will see Gavin Hubbard compete as a woman, lifting against women half his size. He's a 43-year-old mediocre man competing as a woman. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard. Gavin. Gavin Hubbard is a man. Gavin Hubbard is a man. Gavin Hubbard is a cheat. Gavin Hubbard is a cheat. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's spaces. Keep men out of women's spaces. Keep men out of women's prisons. Keep men out of women's prisons. Keep men out of women's rights. Keep men out of women's rights. You know, we know, everybody knows, trans women are men. You know, we know, everybody knows, trans women are men.
Go, sister. Go. She thinks she's back in Washington. Go, go, sit there. You know, we know, everybody knows.
You know, we know, everybody knows, trans women are men.
Right. You know, we know, everybody knows, trans women are men.
You know, we know, everybody knows, trans women are men.
You know, we know, everybody knows, trans women are men.
Keep those men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Gavin Hubbard is a man.
Gavin Hubbard is a man.
Gavin Hubbard is a cheat.
Gavin Hubbard is a cheat.
Shame on New Zealand.
Shame on New Zealand.
Shame on the Olympics.
Shame on the Olympics.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Laurel Hubbard is a man. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hubbard? If you think we're on the run, we are the ones who will stop your little game. We are the ones who will make you think again. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hubbard? If you think we're on the run, New Zealand, shame on you! New Zealand, shame on you! New Zealand, shame on you!
New Zealand, shame on you.
New Zealand, stick your jock straps up your ass!
If a person has a penis, because most people know that.
Okay, right. Is it this one that working? Okay. That's another verse for you, Sophie. If a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a penis, he's a man. So we're telling Mr. Hubbard just to get back in your car, but if a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a willy, he's a man. If a person has a willy, he's a man. If a person has a willy, now please do not be silly. If a person has a willy, he's a man. If he amputates his bits, he's still a man. If he grows a pair of tits, he's still a man. If the chromosomes are Y, he will always be a guy. If a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a penis, he's a man. So we're telling Mr. Hubbard, you can get back in your car, but if a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a willy, he's a man. If a person has a willy, now please do not be silly. If the person has a willy, he's a man. He can amputate his bits, he's still a man. He can grow a pair of tits, he's still a man. If the chromosomes are Y, he will always be a guy. If the person has a penis, he's a man. This old man, I think you're getting it. I think they're getting it now, though. Right, this old man is this one. This old man, he played. It's embarrassed. That's alright. Yeah, don't sabotage it just because you're from Australia, Elaine. We're all sticking together.
Shame on Australia as well.
Fighting talker. How long have you been here? Right. This old man, he played one, went and put some lipstick. I'll leave my hand. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played two, went and bought some high-heeled shoes with a no, mate. Sorry, mate. Anyway, you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played 3, went and bought some lingerie with a no, mate, sorry, mate, anyway you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played 4, thinks he's gonna change the law with a no, mate, sorry, mate, anyway you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played 5, thinks he's the womanliest woman alive with a no, mate, sorry, mate, anyway you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played 6, went and brought some frilly nicks. There's a lot of underwear. Anyway you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played 7, thinks he's in Olympic heaven with a no, mate, sorry, mate, anyway you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played 8, thinks he's gonna lift some weights with a no, mate, sorry, mate, anyway you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played 9, next he'll be on question time with a no, mate, sorry, mate, anyway you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, he played 10, assaulted himself some lesbians with a no, mate, sorry, mate, anyway you fail. This old man is clearly male. This old man, all these men, this old man, all these men are just men, make them all and don't pretend with a no, mate, sorry, mate, anyway you fail. Yeah, harmony, clearly male.
Gavin Hubbard is a man. Gavin Hubbard is a man. Gavin Hubbard is a cheat. Gavin Hubbard is a cheat. Keep men out of women's sports. Keep men out of women's sports. Gavin Hubbard is a male. Gavin Hubbard is a male. Gavin Women will not submit.
We will not submit.
Women will not shut up. You cannot buy our silence.
You cannot buy our silence.
Keep men out of women's sports.
New Zealand, keep your cheeks! New Zealand, keep your cheeks!
New Zealand, keep your cheeks. New Zealand, keep your cheeks.
In 2021, a man called Laurel Hubbard, aged 40, qualified in the female weightlifting category for New Zealand. He's a 43-year-old mediocre man. He's competing as a woman in the Tokyo 2021 Olympics. Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's spaces.
Keep men out of women's spaces.
Keep men out of women's rights.
Keep men out of women's rights.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a chief. Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a chief.
Laurel Hubbard is a chief.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep Cozy Parker off the internet.
Keep your cheeks!
New Zealand, keep your chief.
Keep your cheeks.
Those are our bags there.
Yeah.
There's been some comments on it.
There's
Stop transitioning children.
there's another march supposed to be coming through here. And
Stop grooming our youth.
a bit of a... I don't know where they...
Keep out of women's sports.
Wait, so
Keep men out of women's spaces. Keep men out of women's prisons.
Keep men out of women's prisons.
so I
Keep
think
men
maybe
out of women's rights.
Keep men out of women's rights.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Inclusion simply means the erasure of women. In Tokyo 2021, a mediocre 43-year-old man will be lifting weights on behalf of New Zealand women. Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's spaces.
Keep men out of women's spaces.
Women will not submit.
Women will not submit.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's spaces.
Keep men out of women's spaces.
Inclusion is just misogyny in disguise. In Tokyo 2020, a mediocre 43-year-old champion.
Hi. Sorry, here are you live on Make More Noise?
Am I?
Yeah.
Hi.
What do you think about men in women's sports?
Well, I'm against that. I think it's crazy that it's even been allowed to go forward, to be honest. So, here's hoping that the girls that should have been in there in the first place will be allowed to compete sooner or later. Because, this is just wrong.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah.
Save women's sports.
Woo!
Save women's sports.
Women's sports, no extra rules.
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 Keep men out of women's sports.
Adja, what do you think about men in women's sports?
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a man.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Laurel Hubbard is a cheat.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's sports.
Yeah, but there's young musicians.
Young musicians.
Yeah, they're protesting about the lockdown.
Oh, it's that. I thought it was Pride which is coming. Oh, maybe. Oh, I think that would be good then. I think
We should see what the reaction is. I think they might get a lot of support. It'd be good to gauge. Yeah, well, I mean, either way, if it's Bargy, then that's not even better. But you know,
I was gonna say if it's Pride, it'd be funny.
it's about lockdown, the effect on the music industry.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah, well, it's going to be a lot.
it's a bit dodgy because there's young people and there's musicians who are notoriously.
It'll be the BLM all over again.
Well, I don't know. I
it
think
might not be because there's intersections between like anti-lockdown ideas and gender.
But obviously, if you're just doing this, we've got no problem. We just thought we would check in, see if you're okay.
Is the event organiser? Do you know who the event organiser is?
Oh yeah, it's
It's not
closed.
organised. I think it's just everything. Okay. Let's just make sure everyone's alright. Somebody unions, families, make sure right time of protest. So
How's your day been? Have you had a good day?
yeah, it's been good. Yeah.
Lucky it hasn't rained, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it stayed off.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine then. Well, thank you guys. We'll let you crack on.
Okay, fantastic.
That just to make sure there's no damage.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you.
I'm not here to have an opinion. I'm not paid to have an opinion. I'm here to
Just
make sure
awareness that there is a bloke, heavy weightlifter, in women's sports at the Olympics. And a woman has lost an Olympic place because of him.
Right. Just going to have a word in the building, but thank you so much for the chat. Okay, have a good day. Thanks, guys.
Gavin Hubbard isn't cheap. Even our women's sports. Even our Olympics. Gavin Hubbard isn't cheap.
in relation to this event. Yeah, we saw it on camera and off the
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on all the governments pretending that men can be women! Shame on all the governments erasing women, eroding our rights, creating unsafe spaces for us, turning a blind eye while we are under attack. Shame on you! Solidarity with all the women of the New Zealand weightlifting team who are under siege from being forced to have a ban on their team. Solidarity with all the women, sportswomen in the Olympics.
Sticker in there. Police just said they just wanted to check there were no stickers on the building, and I'm like, what's the daisy? I may have sticker there. One person there down. They're coming back. I think somebody might be in trouble.
Who have been silent, who have been disrespected, who have been wronged. We stand side by side with all the sportswomen who have been wronged, whose lives have been under siege.
Thank you. Thank you.
Transgenderists. Shame on them. Women's sports, man-free zone. 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 Send the man home. New Zealand, send the man home.
New Zealand, send the man home.
Let's not forget that multiple allies, the darling of Women's Place UK, played in a women's soccer team for many years. Shame. Shame on these false allies who take women's spaces. Shame on them. Obviously I had to mention that. It would have been remiss not to. Gavin Hubbard is a man. Gavin Hubbard is a man. Gavin Hubbard is a cheat. Gavin Hubbard is a cheat. Keep him out of women's sports. Keep him out of women's sports. Keep him out of the Olympics. Keep him out of the Olympics. Send him back to his millionaire dad. Send him back to his millionaire dad. Or maybe he's a billionaire. Who knows? Either way, he's got a lot of money. And I bet Nini Manamua hasn't. Come on. Stay with me. Send him back to his millionaire dad. Send him back to his millionaire dad. Or maybe he's a millionaire.
Maybe he's a millionaire. Who knows?
Either way, he's got a lot of money.
Well, that was an entrance.
You are kidding, Mr. Hubbard. If you think we're on the run.
So those who are not in the know, this is Aja's sister and niece.
Otherwise, we could be walking around.
A few rings with a few regulars here. You might spot Iris there. Man!
Harvard! Out! Harvard!
What did you say?
Harvard!
Yeah!
Harvard!
That's Maria McLaughlin there. Hi Maria.
Hiya.
What do you want to say to the Make More Noise audience about men in women's sports?
Just get out, keep out. Karen Fox is a cheat. Hannah Mounsey is a cheat. Veronica Ivy is a cheat. Laurel Hubbard is a cheat. Go to my website at peaktrans.org and get the names of many more cheats and just get out of women's sport.
Women and girls sports! Women and girls sports!
I'm literally in the road at the moment, never mind. Just to get you an idea. Just so you know.
Sink your safety jockstrap up your butt. Singing Lauren Hubbard going home. Singing Lauren Hubbard going home. Singing Lauren Hubbard, Lauren Hubbard, Lauren Hubbard going home. You can stick your safety jockstrap up your bum. You can sing your Bertie Johnson, because we all know your H-hat. No, sorry.
Yes, that's very good.
Singing Laurel, Harbour, going home. Singing Laurel, Harbour, going home. Singing Laurel, Harbour, going home. Laurel, Harbour, going home. No more meddling for you. No more meddling for you.
Meddling.
No more meddle.
No
more meddle. No more meddling for you. Sing. What? Oh yeah. Rachel McKinnon is a man. Rachel McKinnon is a man. Rachel McKinnon, they know where you'll be winning. Rachel McKinnon is a man. Oh, see. No, there's just these 41. There's a Mountie. Is it Hannah Mountie? Oh. Hannah Mountie. It's very big on Mountie, yes. Hannah Mountie is a man. We all know Hannah Mountie is a man. We all know Hannah Mountie is rather big and Mountie. We all know Hannah Mountie is a man. And we all know Fallon Fox is a man. We all know Fallon Fox is a man. We know about Fallon Fox. He isn't short of crops. We all know Fallon Fox is a man. Singing Laurel, Harbour, go back home. Singing Laurel, Harbour, go back home. Singing Laurel, Harbour, get back in your cupboard. Laurel, Harbour, go back home. Hannah Mountie. Rachel, we'll do it again. Rachel McKinnon is a man. Singing Rachel McKinnon is a man. Singing Rachel McKinnon, there's no way you'll be winning. Rachel McKinnon is a man. Singing Fallon Fox is a man. Singing Fallon Fox is a man. Singing Fallon Fox, he isn't short of cocks. Fallon Fox is a man.
Why they keep saying so
We all know he's a man. Terry Taylor is a man. Terry Taylor. They're all a man. Telfer is a man. Singing Laurel, Harbour is a man. Gavin Harbour is a man. Singing Gavin Harbour, get back in your cupboard. Singing Gavin Harbour is a man. Some more. Listen. Debbie Hayden is a man. Now I hate to break it to you, she's a man. Debbie knows he's a male. Wow, what a fantastic ally. Debbie Hayden is a man. Who wants it? In the line. Oh, right. Sorry, we're losing a rhythm. Any requests? Huh? Save women's sports.
Parrots.
Save women's sports. 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 Save women's sports.